Dwight was a very caring individual, and I don't think he understood the amount of people's lives that he influenced. The fact that we have as many loyal employees as we have, we are really unique in this industry. I just wish he were here to see all this.
My dad worked for a lumber company that sold lumber and all kinds of other products for home builders, and he felt that trusses added the most value.
Dwight was selling floor trusses to a job up in New Jersey. He always wanted to be employed by himself. He always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So he went in to see the customer that was supplying the roof trusses and basically tried to talk him into possibly partnering and opening a facility in Maryland.
When we first started, there was, I believe, 6 people total in manufacturing. My dad selling, and Linda handling the books and finance, and actually kind of being the employee's mom. For the first 12 years of my career, I honed my manufacturing expertise and actually did every job in the manufacturing operation.
Dwight was always an idea guy, always wanted to do something more for him and his family. Once they got started, they moved quickly into establishing real relationships with some big builders. They were offering something that nobody else in the industry was at the time, real professionalism.
Being just a younger person at that time, in my early 30s, you know, I was kind of blown away with the systems, the technology of what they had. We committed very early to being on the same software packages as Shelter Systems so our teams could interact.
Shelter was one of the first ones to go into the floor systems. As you can see, if you look at this plant, there's probably 3 times as many floor trusses as there are roof trusses. That's really what this company has done so well, is take care of those great big projects that require all the patience, perseverance, and guts to do those big jobs.
We were at a smaller place and we were debt-free, but we were busting at the seams and we couldn't grow because we had a lot constraint at the other facility. We had a lot of heart-to-heart conversations, you know, my dad and I said, you know, because these were my ideas. He said to me, this better work. We levered up and we built this place, and it's one of the best things we ever did.
Just thinking about the technology, how we did things in the plant, you know, 45 years ago compared to the way it is now with all the technology and lasers and computer-driven machinery has really transformed the whole industry. And it's really made us so much more competitive and so much more efficient.
When people see Shelter Systems, they see the sticks and the bricks, right? They're gonna see that we buy a whole bunch of wood and turn it into some triangles and ship it out the door, and that's all that they think of us. That's a tiny portion of what Shelter Systems is, at least to me.
The tagline of our company has always been modern technology for today's builder. The technological aspect of the design process or the manufacturing process was always something that we were trying to push the envelope on for what was available to us. We have a level of technology that's we're able to implement those kinds of things at a much more rapid pace than we ever have in the past.
I'm proud that Shelter Systems is at the forefront of building information modeling. We live in that space that our competitors struggle with today, that we're able to provide those answers and solutions, and we get jobs because of that.
There are other companies that do what Shelter Systems does in Carroll County, and they're not nearly as innovative and as forward-thinking as Shelter is.
As the innovation in construction moves, Shelter Systems moves with it. And any company that wants to stay alive has to do the same.
It's very hard to change a wheel of a moving car, and that's what they do well. Their operation's still going, they're still supplying all their customers, multiple areas, and at the same time, they are implementing new ideas. They're not afraid of the new.
I was actually taken back a little bit because, you know, the first few days I was here, you know, I had guys telling me, hey, we're the future of this place. You know, get to it, coming in here and having this kind of camaraderie with some of the guys just right off the bat was one of the things that kept me here.
We have people that have been here for years and years, and that comes through in our culture, comes through in how we do business every day. And as an employee, it makes you feel very wanted and necessary.
It's not about the wood and the plates and the machinery and the facility that we're sitting in here today. It's about the people that are sitting in that facility. It's not the Heichel family, it's the Shelter Systems family.
One of the most important core foundational aspects of our business is our people. And 50 years from now, I think that you're still going to be hearing other managers and leaders of the company talking about the people and the team.
It's an industry, you know, when you stand back and you look, what the hell are they doing? You know, people don't even know what a trust is, but it's provided a livelihood for a lot of people in this neighborhood.
I was in a totally different place in my mindset in the early 80s. You know, I was a young punk. My biggest memories of Dwight is when we sat at the Home Builders event in Baltimore. We had a napkin on the table, you know, and he was just drawing out, you know, a plan, you know, for where I could go and what I could do. I wish I still had it. They really saw something, probably saw more in me than I did.
And the kids that come through and see what we do, and they see the lasers, and they see the automatic jigging, and they see all the machinery, that jazzes them up. And they see that this is a cool place to be and a cool place to work. And that's what it's all about.
I find it very gratifying to not only watch Jason and Ryan, but Tony and Lenny and the rest of the leadership team, you know, propel the business forward, and they care about it like it's theirs.
We're gonna steer this ship in the right direction. That's my responsibility. That's Jason's responsibility. It's that important to me, and I think it's that important to the families that are here.
It's important to be family-oriented in the business, to have very good quality. It's very important to take care of the people, and we've still held that out today.